Brothers and sisters, it's very sad that the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Kamla Perssad Bisessar, continues to lead Trinidad down a very dark path. Welcome back to my channel. I am Stefan, your Grenadian ambassador. Last Sunday, the European Union had a summit, and the Community of Latin America and Caribbean heads of state had participated, calling for dialogue and cooperation so that the region will remain a zone of peace. Well, Kamla Perssad Bisessar have decided she will not cooperate. She have chose or made the decision that she wants the region, or she wants war. There should be war instead of peace. She continues to say that Trinidad and Tobago is not a zone of peace. Now we must understand what a zone of peace is. A zone of peace is not confined to the country itself or a particular country. A country can be peaceful, but within that country there is problems. Where a zone of peace is a geographical location. For example, the Caribbean region, where Trinidad is not fighting against Grenada, Grenada is not fighting against St. Vincent, St. Vincent is not fighting against Antigua and Barbuda, and so on and so on. That is what it means that the Caribbean region is a zone of peace, and that is what the summit was all about. Everyone attended, but Kamla Perssad Bisessar and her government refrained themselves from cooperating in the region becoming a zone of peace. She wants war. Well, let's read this article and then we will come back and speak all about it. Trinidad and Tobago has again distanced itself from a regional call for the Caribbean to remain a zone of peace amid the U.S. military buildup and tensions with neighboring Venezuela. On Sunday, Community of Latin American and Caribbean States European Union Summit participants signed a joint declaration in Santa Marta, Colombia, which contains an article citing the situation in the Caribbean and Pacific and calling for dialogue and cooperation. Although present, TT distanced itself from that specific point. Late last month, the government also reserved its position during a Caricom meeting on the security buildup in the Caribbean and its potential impact on member states. So it is clear that Kamla Perssad Bisessar will continue to do what she is doing. She does not see that her decision will affect the Caribbean region, not just Trinidad and Tobago, but she's putting everyone at risk. She does not see that. She believes what she's doing is right. Well, I know the good book says, the Bible says, there's a way that seems right to a man. In this case, she's a woman. There's a way that seems right to a man or a woman, but the end thereof is destruction. I hope this will not become a reality. History will not remember Kamla Perssad Bisessar in a good way when it comes to this particular type of foreign policy. You know, it's just not the right thing she's doing. You know, but people have different perspective. People have different opinions. But I believe that this will put Trinidad and Tobago in a very, very critical condition, which they are already in, because Maduro has deployed. There's a massive deployment of militias and missiles that, you know, is happening right now, because due to what is going on, USS Gerald Ford presence is known now, and it's like America is ready. America has positioned themselves to do what they have come to do. And this is an all-out proxy war that will take place. And Trinidad will be a desolate area. Trinidad will be, you know, a place where people will have to be, you know, looking out for their lives night and day, siren, you know, they will have to be looking up in the skies to see if any rockets not coming down on them, and they will have to be concerned for their lives, not by murderers, not by gang members, but they have to be concerned for their lives by a new enemy, which is once their friend. Yeah, which was once their friend. It's so sad. It's so sad. So let's see how this will play out. Let's see how this will play out. But I tell you guys, this is the worst kind of government I have seen coming out of Trinidad, the worst kind of leadership I have seen coming out of Trinidad and Tobago. You know, I mean, Dr. Kit Rowley had his way, and there are a lot of things I didn't support when what he did, but my God, the people, you know, there's a saying, you know, don't what keep what you have, because when you lose it, you don't know what you would get. You know, it's sad. It's really sad. That's a very scary thing that is taking place in Trinidad and Tobago. You know, as Kamla Perssad Bisessar believes that what the American is doing will benefit the Caribbean region, will benefit Trinidad and Tobago. Well, let's see how this will play out. All signs and all signs and the statistics is not supporting that, because we are already learning that UK has told America, you are on your own. We will not support you in this war endeavor, in this war crime, this war campaign that you are undergoing in the Caribbean region. We will not support it. They have suspended all intelligence sharing with the American government. America is on their own. Okay, they are on their own. The only ally and support that they have right now is Trinidad and Tobago, and probably Guyana. I don't know for sure, but Trinidad and Tobago is the only ally and support right now. Well, guys, I will be doing a video on that. See you next time in the upcoming video very soon. Take care. Leave your comments in the comment section below.